100 years ago, a small group of auto dealers banded together to form the trade association that eventually became the Greater New York Automobile Dealers Association, or GNYADA, the organization that owns and operates the New York International Automobile Show. With a major exhibition at the Museum of the City of New York celebrating this anniversary and the automobile industry's impact on the city, here's a quick look back. It was the turn of a century. The automobile's arrival changed the face of a nation, and New York was about to play a pivotal role in the developing auto industry. In 1900, 1/3 of all the cars in the U.S. were right here in this city, and New York became an early auto manufacturing site. As America's media center, the city hosted North America's first auto show, the New York Automobile Show, in 1900. By 1908, New Yorkers owned almost 40,000 cars, and the industry expanded to include new dealerships and advertisers. And in 1910, the New Dealers Association, that eventually became the Greater New York Automobile Dealers Association. With almost 20 million cars in the U.S. by the 1920s, New York City emerged as the center of automotive retailing and promotion. Manhattan's Automobile Row along Broadway was lined with glamorous dealerships, car makers, and suppliers. During the 1930s, New Yorkers developed the nation's first modern highway system, creating the suburbs that laid the foundation for the greater New York area to become the country's #1 market for vehicle sales 50 years later. As World War II ended, automobile marketing and dealership construction boomed. The glamour of world fairs and motoramas, Studebaker's design studios, and the power of Madison Avenue contributed to New York's vital role in the auto industry. As the industry matured, the Dealer Association started one of the industry's first health and welfare trusts, developed a dealer labor plan, and supported adoption of the Monroney sticker. The 1950s and 60s were the decades of the import. Mercedes' first post-war dealership in the U.S. was in New York. BMW, Porsche, Jaguar, and Volkswagen came to the U.S. for the first time right here in Manhattan. In the 1980s, GNYADA tackled important consumer advocacy initiatives head-on, backing the nation's first used car lemon law, supporting the most comprehensive advertising guidelines in the country, adopting the AutoCap consumer mediation service, and helping rewrite consumer leasing standards that led to adoption of new federal regulations. Over the last 20 years, the rapidly growing complexity of engine, environmental, and safety technologies, rising consumer expectations, and an ongoing shortage of trained auto technicians and dealer staff compelled GNYADA to forge a partnership with education, creating the National Automotive Technology Competition for high school students throughout the country. And then, in 2005, the association opened the 90,000 square foot Center for Automotive Education and Training, a first for any automotive trade association, a resource for the future on the forefront of an evolving auto industry. It has been a history of innovation, triumph, and challenges, and Cars, Culture, and the City is the first museum exhibition to document the city's role in building, promoting, marketing, and growing the auto industry.
The museum was very happy to tell a story about the car in New York City, to talk about car development, car innovation.
Rarely seen drawings, historic photos, films, advertisements, architectural schemes, and more reveal the unique and important role this city played in jump-starting the automobile industry. New York's importance as an early manufacturing center, Madison Avenue's role in selling cars, the city's iconic automobile rows, construction of the country's first modern highways, the role that World Fairs and General Motors Motorama played, and the way the automobile has been depicted in Hollywood films are all part of the exhibition. Highlights include color Motorama films, vehicle models, rare drawings, early automobile fashions, and unique artifacts of the important and surprising history of the automobile here in New York.
I don't think there's ever been a museum show that looked particularly at the relationship between the car in New York, the street, the design, the showrooms, the advertising, really the culture of the car.
Before it went on to mass production in Detroit, it was really here where manufacturing and designs and showrooms and advertising really took place. So it's a wonderful look back and a look forward.
The automobile is bound up in the very fabric of New York City. The over 500 retail dealers that make up the association are the entrepreneurs and community members who epitomize the American dream and who have helped transform the way New Yorkers and all Americans live, work, and play. The exhibition at the Museum of the City of New York runs until August, and the 100-year-old Greater New York Automobile Dealers Association invite you to visit this exciting exhibition as it celebrates this important milestone.